Hey everyone, hope all is well. We're down to the last 2 weeks of this course, so it goes quick, right? We're down to the last DB on Chapter 5, matching your clients to self-help groups, the Therapeutic Alliance. That's the most important part of the counseling, is the relationship, right? We can talk about theoretical orientation all day long, and that's super important as well. But at the end of the day, if I don't trust you and I don't have a vibe, I'm not going to talk to you, right? So the relationship matters. 100% the relationship matters. So building that therapeutic alliance is not by swapping stories and relating in that way. It's by being empathetic to them, using your basic counseling skills. Let them know you're listening. Let them know you care. Let them know this is a safe, non-judgmental space. That's how you build that rapport. Right? Many of us think I have to swap stories and say, yeah, no, I did this too. I did that too. Maybe in a self-help group, not in a counseling session, right? It's really built on empathy and a non-judgmental space. That's how you build that rapport. So you probably, you're aware of that. You've had plenty of counseling classes, I'm sure, or will if you haven't. I'm not sure where the order of this one falls exactly anymore. That said, so your last DB due this week. Then your last paper is a reflection paper. Same thing, 2 pages, follow the guidelines, still need a title page, all the things. You just don't need resources on this one. And I want you to talk about, and it's listed in there, and I want you to talk about, like, how do you think this information and this course as a whole is going to help you help somebody else, right? What did you learn? Like, what was the value of it? How do you think it's going to help you serve other people, right? So it's great that this information, like many of you were introduced to new programs you'd never heard of. And remember, it's our job as clinicians to be aware of these things. And not just to be aware, but to be educated on how they work, their processes, their philosophies, so we can educate our clients. Remember, I've said from the jump that they're all good programs. I don't like them all. Let me rephrase that. They're not all a good fit for me. That doesn't mean they're not a good fit for my clients. It's not about me and what I like and what I don't like. It's what I know about them so that I can educate my clients so that they can make a decision for themselves. So keep that in mind. So we're down to the last 2 assignments. So that brings me to this. I've been saying this since midway through the semester, and that's pay attention to your points. Well, now we're down to the wire. So for those that are on the cusp or struggling, you really need to buckle down this week, because I won't accept any extra credit assignments past the 9th. That's the end of this week 13. I've said that from midway since they opened up. Extra credit will only apply to a graded grade, meaning it won't apply to a work you didn't turn in. So keep that in mind, but do as many of them as you want. So that said, it's also the last week. You have until the 9th. If you haven't turned in one of your papers, you're welcome to turn that in up until the 9th for half credit. It'll start at half credit, then it'll be graded. So it may go down from there, it may not. It depends on your paper, I guess. But you can't turn any late work in past the 9th, the end of this week, which is Sunday. All I'll take the following week, which is due the 15th on that Friday, so keep that in mind, will be your reflection papers. It's a short week since it's the last week. And so, yeah, guys, this is it. You need 740 points, but you already know that because it's in your syllabus, to leave this course with a C. You have 175 points left if you get 100 on these last 2 assignments. So keep that in mind. Guys, it's been wonderful working with you. I'll do one more video before we wrap up, and I'll wrap up the entire course in that. But as always, if I can be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'll talk soon.